is so good. Good morning everyone and welcome back to Vlogmas day 23. Happy Christmas Eve everyone. Oh my goodness me, how quickly this month has been. I cannot believe it's Christmas Eve as this video is going up. It just blows my mind. So happy Christmas Eve. Happy Vlogmas day 23. I am up bright and early this morning. I've actually made myself a cup of tea this morning because I feel like I've got a little bit of a tickle in the back of my throat at the moment. So I thought a cup of tea would be a really nice way just to kind of wake up a little bit slowly and just give my throat a nice, like, you know, that warming texture that you get. I always feel like a cup of tea just is the fixer of everything. I'm that person that, like, whenever I don't feel like the slightest bit unwell, I need a cup of tea. If I feel a little bit sick, a cup of tea. If my throat hurts, a cup of tea. Got a cold, cup of tea. I just love a cup of tea. So I've made myself that this morning and I am coming at you makeup free again. I feel like you have never seen me as makeup free as you have throughout Vlogmas, but of course Vlogmas is where we see everything. Please excuse the fact that I've had a few breakouts recently. I think it's just from the fact that I am starting to eat all of the Christmas goodness, which is obviously, I don't want to say it's naughty food, but my skin does not really love it. So I'm just kind of accepting the fact that I'm gonna not have the best skin for Christmas because I'm sacrificing the skin for the yummy food. But speaking of skin, I am just getting myself ready this morning and I had a couple of things arrive yesterday. And I thought today would be the perfect time to try them. They're from Darfan, which is a brand that I've not actually tried before, but I have heard amazing things about Darfan. A lot of girls rave about it. A lot of girls use loads of their products and I thought that we could try out the new products this morning. I've not done my skincare yet, so my skin is feeling a little bit dry, so I feel like these are going to be really great. First of all, we've got the Hydra Skin. This is the Hydration All Day Eye Refresh Gel Cream. What really excited me about this is the fact that it's a gel cream. I have spoken about this a lot, but with regards to my eye creams, I don't like them to be really like creamy and thick. I like them to be more of a gel consistency. So it just comes in this little tubey tube, which I feel like is a really handy size. The only thing that I find about the Clinique one is it's great that you can kind of like see the products and it's great, you know, it's a handy one, but I feel like sometimes it's a little bit heavy and a little bit difficult to travel with. So this might be a great one if you're like traveling over the holidays, or also if you're just wanting to update your skincare for like January, or really wanting to give it a bit of a treat over Christmas because like me, you're eating all of the naughty foods. I will link these down below. So it's just a nice little gel-like creamy consistency. It feels very lightweight and I really like that about this. So oh, I really like the consistency of that. It doesn't feel too thick, it doesn't feel too heavy, and I must admit I feel like my eyes are needing something a little bit more at the moment just because of how cold it has been and just how dry my skin has been getting. But that is lovely. Oh, I really like that. I might make this my evening one because it still is a little bit thicker than my Clinique. It says it's a morning and night. Apply gently by patting on the eye contour. So yeah, so a really lovely one. And then the other one that they've sent through is the Hydra Skin Serum. This is an intense skin hydrating serum, which, as again I said, my skin is so dry at the moment and I'm just struggling so much with getting that moisture back in. Oh, that is beautiful. Look at that packaging. It's like a really lovely kind of bluey bottle. It's like a glass bottle, which is so stunning. Is it glass? Yeah, feels glass, but that is really lovely. It looks very watery as a serum, so I'm interested to try. Oh, it's got a little lid on it. Oh, it smells lovely. It is very watery as serums go actually, but it doesn't feel oily. Oh, interesting. Okay, it kind of feels like it's getting thicker as I am applying it. Yeah, it does. That's so bizarre. It feels like it's thickening as I'm applying. Oh, that feels really lovely. I like that. That is so bizarre. It literally comes out of the bottle like a water-like consistency, but the more you apply it and the more you rub in, the thicker it gets, the almost like creamier it gets. And I literally feel like I can feel it soaking into my skin now. I feel like I can feel it like giving my skin a really good drink. So I love those, absolutely love those. So I'll leave them both linked down below in case you are looking for some new skincare for over the Christmas period, because honestly I am planning on eating and drinking all the good stuff, which my skin is not going to like, so I'm going to try and counterbalance that and look after it with the best skincare possible over the Christmas period. But I need to get myself ready now, do the rest of my skincare and get my makeup on because I've got a really fun day planned today. hair and makeup is done. I've gone for a little bit, I don't know if you'll be able to notice, but a little bit more of a smoky eye with regards to my liner. I'm quite liking it where you kind of like blur it out a little bit at the ends. And then in terms of lips, I am using the Charlotte Tilbury Hyaluronic Lip Balm because this is just the best thing if you know you're going to be out in the cold all day, which we are planning on doing. So plan of action for today, we are doing a little bit of last minute shopping. I've got another girls trip planned with my mum and my sister, which I'm so looking forward to. Today we're actually heading down to Bath, which I have not been to Bath in years, literally years. I think we worked out it was maybe 5 years ago, which considering it's only about an hour and a half drive from where I live, I feel like I don't really have much of an excuse to not go down and visit more because it's such a beautiful city. It's actually just about in the Cotswolds, I believe. It's like basically as south as you can get with regards to the Cotswolds, and it is the most stunning city in the world. It's really Georgian. You've got all the Georgian townhouses, very like Elizabethan vibes, very Pride of Prejudice, Jane Austen kind of vibes, and I absolutely adore it. But they have such a gorgeous city centre. Now, the original plan for today was actually to go down to the Bath Christmas Market because the Bath Christmas Market is notorious. It's amazing, it's huge, it's beautiful, but we actually found out the other day the Bath Christmas Market closed on the 11th of December. The 11th of December. It was only up for about 2 weeks, and it was from like the end of November till early December, and so we're gutted that we're not going to be able to actually visit the Christmas market there, because that was our original plan. It's supposed to be basically bigger and better than Winchester. If you guys have been to the Winchester market or you saw my Winchester Christmas market vlog, it's supposed to be bigger and better than that. So we're really sad that we're not able to go and see it. And you should have seen the group chat when one of us realised that it wasn't going to be open. My sister literally replied, "Does Bath hate Christmas?" I was like, seriously, because that is so early for a Christmas market to end. I understand that most Christmas markets maybe end 20th, 21st, maybe even 22nd of December, because I know a lot of the market owners want to get back to their family. They're maybe not from Britain and not from the UK, so they want to get back home to their families, to their friends, and spend Christmas with their families. But the 11th of December, honestly, I cannot believe it ends that soon. So we're just going to have a bit of a girly shopping day in Bath. We've got some last minute Christmas bits to pick up. We want to do some last minute Christmas shopping. We've got the Ivy books, which I'm so looking forward to. I absolutely love the Ivy. I don't think I've ever been to the one in Bath as well. So really looking forward to that. And it should just be a really lovely girls road trip and girls day. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've just got on the coziest outfit I can. I've got a layer underneath this. I'm actually wearing my super dry thermal underneath this, and then I've just got a little cashmere roll neck, and I have 2 pairs of leggings on because I know it's going to be freezing down in Bath. I've also just put on my new little Pandora Brilliance necklace, which I just think goes so well if you're wearing a black roll neck. It really stands out beautifully. So I'm going to be layering up, ready for today's trip. I'm so glad I've gone for such moisturizing like skincare and makeup today as well, because I think it's about -5 degrees at the moment. It should be going up by this weekend, so I think on actual Christmas Day, or when you're watching this, it will be a lot warmer. But for now, it is freezing, so I'm going to seriously layer up. Apologies, you can see my rather messy makeup desk behind me, but in terms of outfit for today, so as I said, I'm going to really layer up. I've just gone for all black because I feel like no one's going to see the underneath of my outfit. We're going to be outside for the vast majority of the day, other than when we sit down for lunch. So all anyone needs to see is like a nice, classy top half of my outfit. So I've got 2 pairs of leggings on, I've got a thermal jumper and a cashmere jumper. And then shoes-wise, of course, I'm going to be going for the Jimmy Choo boots. I have had so many messages about these boots, partially because number one, they're so gorgeous, but partially because they are quite pricey. Obviously I bought these secondhand from Lampu, so for me they were so much less pricey than they are brand new. Now I've linked a few alternatives down below for you guys to shop them, and I know they are expensive, but one thing I will say is these have changed my life. And I know that sounds so dramatic, but they genuinely have. They basically feel like a mixture of walking boots and like snow boots, but they look like fashion boots, and I think that's part of the reason why they are so expensive, because they are super practical and they are super, you know, great for this time of year, but they still look so gorgeous. I'll show you them very classy way of showing you my boots, but they are just absolutely fab. So I would say that if your budget permits, or if you are looking for something a little bit more of an investment, I would definitely recommend adding these into your wardrobe. So I know they are spenny, but oh my goodness me, they have changed my life. Now, of course, I'm going to be wearing my hat. This is my Zara one, which I know so many of you are so upset that I cannot link this, but I really love this hat. I'll see if I can find something similar and link it down below, because it's the only beanie I've ever put on that actually suits me. I'm not normally a beanie kind of a gal, and I even like bubble hats I don't find always suit me that well. I was having this conversation with my sister the other day actually when we were in London, because she's so funny. She suits winter hats so well. She suits all the like beanies and the like bobble hats, and you know, things like the big kind of like fluffy Russian style hats. She suits all of them. Anything winter hat related, she suits. Summer hats, she can't pull off to save her life. It's so funny. I feel like I'm the opposite. Some hats, like fedoras, boater hats, you know, like my straw hats, they suit me so well. Even like berets, which I wouldn't say is necessarily like winter, that's more like autumn or spring, they suit me really well. Whereas in winter I struggle so much. The fact that I found this hat is a miracle, but the fact that I can't shop it for you guys upsets me so much. So yes, got my hat on, and then coat wise I think I'm gonna go for my Fairfax and Favour. This is my long line one. Now I know this is navy and I am wearing pretty much all black, but I feel like we've kind of established that, you know what, it's okay to wear navy with black and it still looks really chic. I feel like navy and black has had a little bit of a resurgence. And I did a YouTube short quite a while ago. I think it was back in like October time. And it was one of my most viewed shorts, and all I said was, can you let me know, guys, does navy and black work? And everyone's response was yes. It looks really cool and really chic. It really works together. One of my favorite things about this coat as well is just the belt. The fact that because it's such a long line puffy coat, it can be easy to kind of get overwhelmed and swallowed by the fabric, but the belt just cinches this in so beautifully. Obviously I've got my shorter khaki one, so they do the khaki in short or long. They do the navy in short or long, and they also do both in like a gilet version. So I'll leave them all linked down below. These Fairfax and Favour coats are just my saving grace at this time of year. They are so lovely and cozy. I love the fact that this one's a little bit more long line, so it's going to keep me nice and warm. It pretty much hits where my boots are, so it's like I've got the warmth of the boots and then I've got the warmth of the coat. Now, because I've got the like kind of camel tones of the hats, I'm going to kind of stick to those warmer tones. So bag wise, I'm going to go for my Mulberry Alexa, which I just love. I feel like it's just one of my favourite bags for like going shopping. If I just need something crossbody, super easy to sling on, this is the bag that I go for. And I'm going to kind of like really tie those accessories all in together. So scarf wise, I'm going to go for my Totem. Really love the camel tones in this scarf, and actually I'm surprised I've worn the Totem one more than I've worn the Jacquemus one, so take that as you will. You still can get £35 off when you spend £450 on Farfetch, so I'll leave that down below, because actually a lot of these items are from Farfetch. The Mulberry bag, you can get £35 off. I think the scarf, if you add it with something else, and the gloves maybe. So these are gloves again from Farfetch. They are Macintosh gloves, and oh my goodness me, they are the warmest thing ever. I love them so much. I actually think I prefer these to my Aspinall ones. They're just a little bit softer on the inside and a little bit warmer. And what I love about leather gloves is I do find with like fabric gloves, I just can never get them to fit my hands, whereas these leather ones, I got them in a small and they actually fit my teeny tiny hands, and they go so beautifully with the bag. So I am bundled up and ready to go. So final little outfit of the day, looking like a little cozy gnome ready for a really chilly day in Bath. But as I said, I feel like the navy blue does still work really well with the black, and I just love the tan accents styled over the top. I feel like this is like a very chic way to stay warm for me. This is what I love about these Fairfax and Favour coats. They're very country chic, but they're a great way to still look lovely and stay nice and toasty warm. So I am bundled up, I am ready to go for a lovely girls' day down in Bath. So we have arrived in Bath now, and my goodness me, am I bundled up warm. Literally could not count how many layers I have on right now, because it is so chilly, but the most beautiful blue sky sunny day. I couldn't ask for anything better. This feels like a proper December day to me, and we saw so much snow on our way down, which was absolutely magical, because I feel like Hampshire was like the one place that didn't seem to get snow this year, which I'm so jealous about. Everyone everyone who got snow, everyone who was in London and Brighton and like Essex, they all seemed to get such a huge dump. Hampshire got nothing. So if you're wondering why I didn't post about the snow, it's because we didn't get any, which made me really, really sad. But I do think that actually some places up north didn't get any. I think Birmingham didn't get any, and like maybe like around the Midlands area. So let me know if you're from the UK, if you got snow. Make me feel better, because I don't want to be the only one that didn't seem to get snow this year. But we saw so many gorgeous snow flurries on our way down, which just felt so magical and so festive. I couldn't tell you the last time that I saw snow in England, especially in December. So it was really, really lovely drive and just so scenic and so beautiful. So glad that I have bundled up warm, because as you can see, I can literally see my breath as I'm talking. It is so chilly, but it's going to be the loveliest day. So I think we're going to hit the high street and do a little bit of festive shopping before our reservation at the Ivy, which is just my absolute favorite. The Ivy here in Bath is just gorgeous. It's one of my favorite things about the Ivy actually, is that even though like every city, the Ivy's slightly different, you've got, I guess it kind of reminds me of like Soho House in the sense of like it's fairly similar, like you kind of know what you can expect there. So yeah, we're going to hit the Ivy later, but for now we're going to do a little bit of festive shopping here in Bath.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my living.
There is nothing quite like Bath in the sunshine. You've got the Roman baths over here. You can see the steam coming off of it. The last time we were here, actually, we did go to the baths, and I remember the thermals were so warm, and it just felt so bizarre that it wasn't like heated or anything. It was absolutely amazing. All the stone, all the like Cotswold stone, it's just beautiful.
And maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, from this Christmas on. Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me decorating the tree from this Christmas on. And in the coffee shop just next door, we talk for hours on end, and somehow we knew.
Well, all that shopping has worked up a bit of an appetite, so we are heading for the Ivy now, which I'm so looking forward to. I really want some I'm thinking like some nice eggs would be absolutely perfect for a bit of a mid-morning brunch. I feel like there is nothing more festive than brunch at the Ivy.
It's Christmas on, from this Christmas on, it's gonna be you and me.
Well, that was the most delicious lunch. They weren't doing the breakfast menu anymore because it was after 12, so I had the most amazing truffle linguine. Oh, I'm absolutely stuffed now. Nothing better than lunch at the Ivy if you would just want like a really lovely Christmassy meal. It was so festive in there and so beautiful, so I think we're going to have a bit of a wander back down. Oh goodness me, it's bright. Oh my goodness me, that golden hour glow is just stunning. Still so cold, still freezing, but we've just come to Sally Lunn's, which anyone from Bath is probably going to laugh at because it's probably one of the most touristy things that you can ever do, but they have the most amazing like little tea shop, little tea place. It's so gorgeous. But I've just spotted this street opposite, and look at this. It is probably the most quintessentially Bath street I have ever walked down. It literally feels like it's come straight out of a Jane Austen novel, with the massive tree at the end and the sun shining through accurate. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I could so get used to this view. It is just absolutely stunning.
Me decorating the tree from this Christmas sun. From this Christmas sun.
So we've just picked up a little hot chocolate. I've got a Belgian hot chocolate from Quiet Street Coffee, which is just the cutest thing. And we've got it to take away, so we're actually going to head back to the car now and head home after the loveliest day in Bath. It was just so wonderful being tourists for the day and exploring the city and just gawking, literally gawking at all of the amazing Georgian architecture. It's just absolutely stunning. I do think Bath is one of the most beautiful cities. I sometimes forget it's in the Cotswolds as well. Obviously, like the Cotswold stone and the architecture. Oh, it's just absolutely amazing. We've had such a wonderful day. Got a couple of little patches, so I will show you those when I get home. But oh, I'm about to get run over, sorry. But we've had such a wonderful day. It's been absolutely lovely. Okay, how bad is the hat hair? Not the worst I've ever seen it, I'm not gonna lie, but my goodness, I feel like I've just got the flattest hair possible now. That's the only problem with wearing a hat all day, is it just completely ruins your hair. When we sat down at the Ivy, I didn't even want to take my hat off because I knew that my hair was just completely ruined. I should have taken a hairbrush with me, actually, thinking about it in retrospect, but never mind. We're here now and we're gonna deal with the hat hair. So I am back home now, and I am not gonna lie, the first thing I did when I got home was make myself a Bailey's hot chocolate. I just had a normal hot chocolate from the Quiet Street Cafe, and it was so good that it's really put me in the hot chocolate mood, so I've made myself a Bailey's one. This is my favourite mug to have hot chocolate out of. Does anyone else have that? I have really specific mugs that I like to have my tea out of, that I like to have my coffee out of, and that I like to have my hot chocolate out of. So this is an Anthropology number. I think they still sell this, so I'll see if I can find it and link it down below, but oh my goodness. Oh, that is just so needed right now to warm the cockles, because oh my goodness me, it was so chilly in Bath. I think sometimes I forget that being in Hampshire, we're quite like a sheltered region of the UK, I guess is the best way to describe it. Even though we're right on the coast, we've obviously got the big New Forest there. We've also got the Isle of Wight, which kind of protects Southampton and Hampshire quite a lot from the elements. So as well as not getting snow, we also are usually a couple of degrees warmer than like the rest of the UK. And I feel like sometimes I forget that until I go to other places. So even though Bath, it's not that much further north, it's more kind of just like west, almost like straight across, and a little bit further north away from Hampshire. It was so much colder there, so I don't envy anyone that has got a lot colder climates at the moment, because it was freezing. But it's so nice to be home now after the most wonderful day in Bath. It's so sad that the Christmas market wasn't open. I feel like that would have just made the trip, but never mind. Next year we know to go a lot earlier in December, so yeah, hopefully we'll still be able to make it next year, and they'll still have the Christmas market on next year, because this was the first year after a lot of restrictions and lockdowns and everything like that. So maybe they'll continue it for longer. Let me know if you're from Bath and what they normally do, because obviously this is the first year we've gone to the Christmas market. And speaking of people from Bath, I just want to say a quick shout out to the lovely lady that came running out of the coffee shop to say hi to me. You were the absolute sweetest. You made my day. I didn't manage to catch your name, so I'm so sorry, but if you're watching, I just wanted to say thank you so much for saying hi. It was really lovely. Sometimes I forget when I'm in like other places that there will be people that might like recognize me or see me or anything like that. So it was really lovely to see you. And now that I'm home, I thought I would give you a quick little haul of what I picked up. I didn't get too much in Bath, and I can't show you a couple of things because they are last minute Christmas presents, but what I can show you first and foremost is something that I feel like is a must. Wow, sorry, the artificial lighting is really bouncing off the white bag, but the must place to visit when you go to Bath is Ben's Cookies. And I have a question about Ben's Cookies and Millie's Cookies. Do we think they were a couple? Were they like a couple that started a cookie shop and then they maybe like divorced and created rival cookie chains? Because you've got Millie's Cookies and you've got Ben's Cookies, but Ben's Cookies, oh my goodness me, it tastes so good. I picked up a couple. I might have a little bit of one now, but I picked up a couple. I got Alex a dark chocolate. I got myself a white chocolate, which I may have eaten in the car on the way home. And then I also got, this one is a milk chocolate and praline, I believe. So I'm thinking it's going to taste like Nutella. I kind of want to, should we have a little bit now? Let's have a little bit now. So good. So of course we had to do a bit of a cookie haul, but in terms of actual things that I picked up, I went a little bit mad in Space NK. They had a NARS counter there, and there was a few things that I wanted to kind of like pick up and refresh in my collection, so I thought I would show you what I got. First up, I picked up a top up of my favorite foundation from NARS. This is what I've been wearing so much recently, and this is the light reflecting foundation. I picked this up in medium 1.2 Patagonia because the shade that I had before, I think it was Yuko, I believe, it was a little bit light for me, and I was kind of having to mix it in with another shade, whereas this looks like it's going to be a much better match. I was swatching them in the store, and I think this is going to be so much better for when I've got like fake tan on and stuff like that. This is kind of a bit more of a party foundation, I guess I would say. It's a difficult one to describe because it's very lightweight, but it's at the same time buildable, and at the same time it gives really great coverage. The best thing that I can explain with this one is that this foundation somehow just in every photo looks flawless, even if maybe the foundation doesn't look perfect in the mirror. Like, I obviously love how it looks in real life too, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing it, but I really like how it looks. I'll look in the mirror and be like, yeah, it looks really lovely, and then I'll take a photo and go, damn, my skin looks flawless. I don't know how they've done it, but this foundation is basically just perfect if you know you're going to be taking lots of photos for maybe like a wedding day, if you're a wedding guest, or you've got a wedding around Christmas time, on Christmas Day, when you know there's going to be lots of family photos, New Year's Eve. It's great with flash, it's great with like daytime pictures. I don't know how they've done it. This foundation is just insane. So I picked up a top up of that because I've nearly finished the one that I have been using, and it really is such a great one. Next, I picked up a couple of top ups of my favorite lip balms. Now these are the Afterglow lip balms. So first of all, I picked up my favorite shade, and I might actually do a little bit of a top up of this now because my lips are so dry. This is Orgasm from the Lip Butter range, and oh my goodness, it's just the best. Like, this actually goes to so many different skin tones. I'm gonna apply it first actually instead of talking. I absolutely love it. It goes with so many different skin tones. I know loads of girls that absolutely love it, and it's got a little bit of like a sheen to it, so it's kind of like a Your Lips but better lip balm, and it's so moisturizing as well. I've tried different lip balms from different brands that have been maybe like not the most moisturizing. Maybe they focus too much on the kind of like color of it. Now, one thing I will say is that they definitely don't focus too heavily on the color, so if you are going to wear this, it does need a bit of topping up throughout the day, maybe after you've eaten, after you've drunk. But you know what, because it's so moisturizing, I don't mind topping this up because it gives my lips that extra kind of like level of moisturization. It just gives my lips that extra nourishment. So I picked up that, and I also picked up a new shade that I've not tried before, which NARS, honestly, sort it out with your names. This is Deep Throat, which is a little bit more of like a darker, I feel like the packaging kind of makes it come across as much darker than it actually is. If I just kind of compare the two shades, Orgasm is much more of like a Your Lips but better, and I feel like Deep Throat's just got a little bit more of like a pinky peachy hue to it, if you can see that. But I thought that would be another lovely one to add into my collection, just with especially how cold it is at the moment. I just need the most moisturizing things on my lips, on my skin, and in my makeup. And then lastly, I went a little bit mad on this, I'm not going to lie. Now this is the Afterglow Lip Shine, which I have never tried before, but so many girls I know rave about these lipsticks. I feel like this very like lip oil, shiny, glossy lip has become a real trend at the moment, and I actually love it because I feel like it just looks so like natural but very like healthy and moisturized. I feel like it's a really great makeup trend that I am quite enjoying, and thought I would jump on the bandwagon, so I went a little bit nuts and picked up 3 different shades. So I got Orgasm because I know that I love that shade, I know it suits my skin tone really well. I picked up Turkish Delight, and I picked up A-Lister. Now A-Lister is a little bit different. I'm going to get it out of the packaging so you can see it a bit better, because it is pretty much a gold, and I have never tried a gold lips gloss before, but I just thought this would be absolutely amazing for maybe like New Year's Eve. If you've got any New Year's parties, this is just so stunning, and I love the packaging of these as well. So I picked them up because I thought they could be a really great one for over the Christmas period if I'm wanting to dress up a little bit more for any of my parties. I'm loving like shimmery eyeshadow, glossy lips, and maybe like a slicked back bun. I feel like that is a real Christmas party look at the moment. So that was everything that I picked up from Bath the last minute Christmas presents, which I can't show you because I don't want the people who are going to get them to see. So I'm going to leave that as a surprise. But it was just such a wonderful day, a really enjoyable time in Bath. I would definitely recommend a visit if you are coming over to the UK, or if you're looking for like more of a staycation. Even if you live here in the UK, Bath is so beautiful. Last time that we went, we stayed over overnight, and it was so lovely. There's loads of different like boutique-y hotels that you can choose from, and like townhouses that they've turned into hotel rooms, and it's just absolutely stunning. So yeah, such a lovely way to spend a very frosty, sunny day in December. I cannot believe that tomorrow, as you're watching this, is Christmas Eve. It's just blowing my mind. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you've been enjoying all of the Vlogmas videos over the past month, all so far 23 of them. Tomorrow is the last day of Vlogmas and I'm actually a little bit sad about it, but we'll chat more about that in tomorrow's video. If you did enjoy this, I would love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and if you've been enjoying all the vlogs throughout Vlogmas, let me know, because I have been working very, very hard throughout December. But I will see you guys tomorrow for day 24, Christmas Eve. I hope you have the loveliest evening. Mwah. Love you.